off on.
Meeting of the Oklahoma City Airport Trust. First item of business to call the meeting to order and to approve the minutes from the December 17th, 2020 Oklahoma City Airport Trust meeting. We'll entertain a motion. And a second. Cast your votes, and it is approved. Next item on our agenda is the director's report, I believe.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, everyone. Just wanted to give everyone an end of calendar year 2020 boarding passenger report. I typically do give you updates throughout the year. We did end 2020 about 50%, or a little more than 50% from where we were at the end of calendar year 2019. We started off in January and February again having increases, and I remind you in 2018 and 19 we had record passenger enplanements each of those successive years. And we were still doing good at the beginning of 2020. However, when the pandemic hit, of course, that changed. The last few months we were hovering between 50% and 55% from where we were year over year. I think there is some good news on the horizon. I think the vaccine has made a difference already in confidence, and we are seeing airlines are reporting that they're having boardings which are projected to be increased over the next few months. So I think that's good news, and I think we have the summer, we'll be honest, before long, and I think that that's also good news as well. So it's not all bad, and I think there are some silver linings ahead. That's my report, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Director. Any comments from the trustees? Seeing none, next up on our agenda is Will Rogers World Airport.
Thank you. Under Will Rogers, item A is to adopt a joint resolution with the Airport Trust and the City of Oklahoma City. This is to submit a grant application for the 2021 Airport Improvement Program project to the Federal Aviation Administration. It's for a project to rehabilitate runway 1331. It's for the design and the phase 1 of construction. It also designates official representatives for administration of the grant and authorized representatives to sign the grant documents. Item B is approve the plans and project manual submitted by Frankfurt Short Bruza Associates for the Hangar 9 boiler replacement project. Authorize the advertisement for bids to be opened on March 3rd. Item C is adopt the resolution ratifying the director's actions and the purchase of additional construction administration services for the Airman Records Building Site Improvement Project with Frankfurt Short Bruza Associates in an estimated amount $6,811.44. Item D is change order number 2 with Shiloh Enterprises for the same project. It's a decrease of $6,811.44 and an increase of 13 calendar days. We're also accepting that project as complete and putting the maintenance bond into effect. Item E is approved change order number 22 to the contract with Timberlake Construction Company for the terminal renovation and expansion Phase 3 project. It's a decrease of $981,106.73 and an increase of 31 calendar days to the project. Item F is approve the amendment number 1 to the contract with MacArthur Associated Consultants. This is also for the runway 1331 rehabilitation project. We're doing some scope changes, no dollars included. Item G is adopt the resolution exercising the first option, renewing the services agreement with Integrity Resources LLC that maintains our natural gas distribution system on the Mike Monroney Aeronautical Center campus, estimated amount of $6,000. Item H is adopt the resolution amending the Will Rogers World Airport Air Service Incentive Program. And last, item E is to adopt the joint resolution with the City of Oklahoma City and the Airport Trust, and we're acknowledging the termination of a mineral lease and authorizing the director to do the things necessary to plug a State of Oklahoma well 36-1. Those are all the items under Will Rogers. Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Director. You've heard the items under Will Rogers. Any comments or questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion in a second. Please cast your votes. And the item passes. Next on our agenda, Wally Post Airport.
We have one item under Wally Post. It's to adopt a joint resolution with the Airport Trust and the City of Oklahoma City, again submitting a grant application for the FAA's Airport Improvement Program. This is to widen runway 17 right, 35 left from 75 feet to 100 feet, also improve several drainage structures, and also designating representatives for the administration of the grant and authorizing representatives to sign the grant documents. Request approval for item A.
You've heard a request for item A from Wally Post. Any comments or questions? Please cast your votes. And the item passes. Next item is under General.
Item A is to receive the delinquent accounts receivable report, our construction project status report, and the budget to actual report as of December 31st. Item B is to adopt the joint resolution with the Airport Trust and the City of Oklahoma City, submit grant applications to the Federal Aviation Administration for the Airport Improvement Program. This is for the rehabilitation of runway 1331 pavements, also redoing the airfield lights and airfield signage at Wally Post Airport, and also another project to rehabilitate the FBO fixed base operator apron at Clarence E. Page Airport. Again, designating those to administer the grants and also sign the grant documents. Item C is to adopt the resolution authorizing reimbursement to the City of Oklahoma City for the purchase of radio system upgrade equipment. It's an amount of $208,259.44. Item D is to approve the Disadvantaged Business Enterprise Program and the overall goal setting for fiscal years 2021 through 2023. Item E is to approve a professional legal services agreement with Fellers Snyder. Item F is to receive the Consultant Review Committee report for the Facilities Maintenance Engineering contract, authorize negotiation of agreements with Frankfurt Short Bruise Associates and C.H. Guernsey Company. And last, under General, receive the Consultant Review Committee for a report for the Environmental Consultant contract, authorizing negotiation of agreements with Freeze and Nichols Incorporated and Intercon Services Incorporated. Request approval for the items under General.
Thank you, Mr. Director. You've heard the request for items under General. Any comments or questions? If not, we'll entertain a motion in a second. Please cast your votes. And it passes. Next item on our agenda, lease and other agreements.
Thank you. Item A is to, thank you. Item A is to approve the lease agreement with Alley Resource Group Incorporated. They lease a few acres of land at Will Rogers World Airport for the purpose of beekeeping and for the production of honey. Item B is approve the lease agreement with Southwest Airlines Company, leasing certain premises for the purpose of operating the airline reservation center at Will Rogers World Airport. Item C is accept the aviation and hazard easement granted to the City of Oklahoma City and the Airport Trust by AAA Discount Carpet Incorporated This is for land located south of Southwest 119th Street, west of Meridian Avenue, and south of Will Rogers World Airport. Items D through K are lease agreements for individual hangar sites at Clarence E. Page Airport for various individuals for the storage of privately owned aircraft. Item L is approve amendment number 1 to the surface and use agreement between the Airport Trust and the state of Oklahoma. And this is through the Commissioners of Land Office, and we're addressing issues related to the cessation of oil and gas operations and confirming locations of drilling with the state of Oklahoma, and also dealing with that well 36-1 at Will Rogers World Airport. And then the last item under leases and agreements is approving the concession services agreement and the performance guarantee with Paradies Lagardère at OKC LLC. This is for the airport food and beverage and retail concession services for package 1, and also approving amendment number 1 to the concession services agreement for package number 2, which in effect aligns both agreements, and it's retroactive, effective January 1, 2021 at Will Rogers World Airport. Those are all the leases and other agreements, Mr. Chair. Back to you.
You've heard the items under leases and other agreements. Any comments or questions from the trustees? Seeing none, we'll entertain a vote and a second. And it passes. Next item, the 2 resolutions, Mr. Director.
Yes, sir. Request the ratification of the actions approving the requisitions.
You've heard the items. Please cast your votes. And we have motion and second, and it passes. Thank you, sir. Next on our agenda, comments from trustees. Any of the trustees have any comments they'd like to make? Seeing none, the staff have any comments that they'd like to make? Again, seeing none. Next up is citizens. Are there any citizens to be heard? And seeing none, that concludes the items on our agenda. We are adjourned. Thank you for your attendance and your attentiveness.
Thank you, everyone.